So my last lifestyle video was cool or whatever, so I want to do another one. There are connections between men and women. There are connections between men and women, and they're all based on a shitty capitalistic society that frames them all as having roles that need to be performed, and then for certain jobs are equatable, and you can ignore the lifestyles and differences of other people. You can exclude trans people. You can do. I could really go into it. We're gonna try to keep this as level-headed as possible. There is a new facet of man. There is a new facet of being. And it is a man who is empathetic and understands. For some reason, however, they've been called, soy boys or like soft heads, because it's enough that you could shoot somebody in the street, but it's weird if you get like emotional about it. Like, you feel me? Like, I could talk about gunning down your child, but once I do it, it's like, oh my God. So I saw this on Instagram and I wanted to talk about it. What went wrong with marriage in this generation? Men don't trust women and women don't feel like they don't even need men anymore. What the fuck was the spark to all of this? I don't know. Maybe it's the consistent shifting of like societal's roles and the fact that people have to take on more jobs, people have to take on more responsibilities, and it's like the value that you find in a partner is now different because of the access and ability that you have to choose. Therefore, I'm not going to settle for like the absolute dog shit. Like, I hate, what is my favorite strain? You mean a weed? Depends. What are you talking about? It's legal in the state. I could talk about it on Twitch. We have case studies on it. Like, to me, it's always this interlocking conversation about how you're supposed to form this ever-loving bond with somebody. Oh, you get married, you move, you gotta, right, yeah, living with parents cuts down on couples alone time, which delays marriage and family parent. And we just had that conversation. And then you gotta talk about like, what type of parents do you have? Is that something on my screen? Oh no, that's words. That's fucking words. Jobs take up a lot of time. You're working 8 hours a fucking day. You're like 40 hours a week. And when are you meeting people? You going to the bar after? Okay, I got 3 hours. Look, like it's the Little Dicky song all over again. Wait, hold on. I gotta do the whole segment, but I can't do it. Look, I'm athletic, girl. I've gotten several rec league MVPs. At my crib, I've got some pizza plus a little bit of weed. In my room, I got a TV. Plus, I recently did sheets. Girl, I even have a fridge that has the water on the door, like with the crushed ice. I don't have time. I don't have fucking time. I don't have fucking time, bro. Chemdog. I don't have time, homie. Like, I don't have time to invest. I literally have to make multiple split decisions on everything that you're like, everything that you're discussing, everything that you're like you're about. I gotta do that shit. I got a speed date. Because if I bring you over and I live with my parents, that's a knockdown. Like, I can't have somebody move into my house that I really like, and then, okay, from there, like, okay, we start talking about shit. And, we've been living together for 6 months. We've been living together for 2 years, splitting expenses and everything. You want to just tie the knot? Like, you have to be financially equipped to live with somebody. That takes time to grow, and some people don't want to be sitting there waiting for your big break. Like, the easiest you could get at is a relationship. Like, you get married. I live with my dad. I can't just leave. I don't have the money to just leave. If we pool our resources together, then we got to find relocations. We got to do this. We got to do that. Like, come on. God, how are you going to foster connectivity how are you going to foster connectivity with all this shit that's going on? I gotta work 2 jobs. Yeah, in between that, I'm gonna wine and dine somebody for 2 hours and then try to bring them back to my house. And by the time we get there, I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. They come back and you, like, I'm sorry, I was tired. Men now have to get women to like them, and a lot of men aren't likable. You used to, you read the same leftist theory. So what do you think about, I mean, all the people at my job are complaining about it. I've been talking about, maybe starting a union. Hold on, I gotta do that. I've been talking about starting a union. We live in this goddamn capitalistic society, and I'm just thinking maybe we should make some changes. Have a little bit of a socialist practice. Oh, that's cute though. That's how I remember my current version. It's good to vibe on that because it's like, if you're vibing with that, I could pretty much tell, at least, or I could hope to tell, like, where you stand on like social things, and those social things should create a genuine or generally good person, not genuinely good person. But yeah, men now have to get women to like them, and a lot of men aren't likable. They used to just be providers. You see a big, strong man making a ton of money. It's like that was kind of like your status could not buy a woman's likability, but it could placate them. It could placate them to deal with other shit. That's why the fucking Candace Owens saying my grandfather went through this and that, and it's like, well, during that age as well, like, once you got in a relationship with a dude, I'm not finding nobody else. Let's be honest about the situation. How many generations of men in history have had to get the women to like them in order to have women be with them? We're probably the first to ever have to do this, so nobody knows what to do. I wouldn't say the first, but I would say the traits that you have are so online and so, like, you deal with so many people. It's like you really got to be appealing. And I feel like a lot of men don't think about being appealing. They think about their self-worth. I'm a good guy. I know what to do. But it's like you being a good person, which ironically is the entire identity of the 2010s era YouTube, where it was just like, do nice guys really finish last? I was a part of that. I have a video on that. One day in the very future, we'll watch my old videos. Selling VCRs for 8 hours a day could feed a family and go on 2 weeks of vacation. Hey, yo, we make movies about National Lampoons, but like all the people, one salary family. A police officer could like get a house in that. Family Matters could get a house with 5 kids. We're talking about sending them to college and shit. Like, I remember when it was a big thing that Harriet got her job. We're 2 generations removed from a woman not being able to have a bank account without a man. Yeah, of course, we know. Yeah, we're not on that. We're not on that. But Reginald Vell Johnson, he left us. Whoever let him rock. Whoever let him rock. 3-4 removed from when they couldn't buy a home, couldn't work, couldn't get educated, they couldn't do shit without a man. Women quite literally used to need somebody, so they had to be with somebody regardless of if they liked the man or not. Today, they truthfully don't. They can leave your ass and be perfectly fine. It's okay. When my dad almost passed away and the fucking EMTs came in, when I called 911 and the EMTs were coming, the police showed up first. The very first thing I said to them is, yo, I understand it's not y'all. I understand like y'all here to help or whatever, but like I hate cops. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't say I hate cops. I was like, I have a really big problem with police officers. It's not y'all, it's the uniform. And it's like, and I was really about to start launching off into it because, like, during my father fucking collapsed on the floor, like almost dead. They're over here using their flashlights, scanning around my house to see shit, and like looking in bins and shit. And I'm like, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, why are you doing that without like, I didn't really even give you permission to come in. You just were police officers, and I'm not gonna be like, stay at the door. Like, anyway. Truthfully, today they don't. They can leave your ass and be perfectly fine. Hell, some of them might be better off. Emotional security. You never had to worry about pushing your emotions onto your woman. So it was just a matter of just like, I got the woman. I'm going to deal with all that other shit on my own. Now they don't want that. Your grandfather was probably a horrible husband. At Candace. A lot of men want the same relationships they saw their families had but never thought to ask were the women happy in those situations. The real answer is a lot of them weren't. I learned that a lot of my father's partners weren't. I learned that my mother wasn't. I'm friends with a bunch of like women are not happy in these relationships because men are trying to do this idealistic vision of like I provide and shit and don't have any of the emotional availability or don't have any of the recourse to actually be likable. You come home, you don't even share your interests. You don't have anything that she can bounce off of. So she's kind of just there. Oh, he makes good money. I guess I'll deal with it. And it's like you wonder why your ass get cheated on. That's all I was going to do for that one. That's a cute one. But that's why men, that's a little excerpt into why men or women are a little bit, oh my God. Facts, what do you get out of being married? Tax breaks? I didn't ruin everything already. Like, I work weddings. Y'all spending. I've been at weddings where it was like, I think it was like $350 a head. 350, and they had like at least like 100 to 200 people there, and then it was like the venue was another 30 grand, and it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm having this extravagant day. Bro, take all that money, you could have invested all that money all them years ago when I worked that wedding in Bitcoin, and you would be uber billionaires. Sorry, uber millionaires. You could have a little small ceremony and we could all went to McDonald's after, and then I'll go on a honeymoon for 2 weeks with her and I'll take it to Alaska or like some shit like that. Like, go crazy. You could go crazy. Travel the fucking world. Buy spray painted paste to take the party around town, put no propaganda and spray renegade cap. Oh my God, in a white dress too, but it just has the fucking hammer and sickle spray painted on the wedding dress. Reminds me of that fucking scene from Don't Be a Menace. USSR. That shit kills me. Do we have a problem? USSR. I gotta watch that. I'm sorry. That's how I'm gonna end this YouTube segment. I gotta watch that.
Yeah. 40s and 9s. That's my favorite stuff. Hey, I'm gonna go in here and get me a malt liquor Slurpee. Run across the street, get me some barbecue potato chips. Ooh, can I keep the change? Hell no, fool. That's a $10 food stamp. Better bring back my change. What's up now, you pretty punk chick? Yeah. Hey, what's up? We got a problem, Toothpick? I said, do we have a problem? Huh? Oh, you got a problem, partner. Right here. Here's your
Just imagine you getting into some shit with somebody and they just pull out a GTA in real life.
Yeah, run there. All right. Yeah. All right. Play a little game. Right here. I said, do we have a problem? Huh? Oh, USSR. Now you better get your stank ass out of here.
US, that's a...
Huh? Oh, USSR. Now you better get your stank asses up out of here before I cause a nuclear holocaust up in here, fool. Let's go, fool. Come on, now. Fool, it'll be Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Fool, let's go. That's right, boy. You better get on out of here. Don't come back. Huh? Just bring your simple behind on.
I just love that shit. If you made it this far into the video, thank you for watching. Please do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe. I have plenty of other videos. I'm sure some of them will be right here. If I get that right. I hope I get that right. I don't get to edit this, so who knows. But the videos will be here. Check out some more videos. And if you're very interested in supporting the stream, you can donate on Twitch Live. You can even come into the chat. We appreciate you.